Hello my crafty crew and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di, this is Creative Comedy Design, and today I'm going to be sharing with you week 43 of Project Life. This is going to be from the 20th to the 26th of October, and I'm going to be using the October kit, Stories by the Month, from Ali Edwards from this year and from, I'm going to say, a previous year. I have an old kit, so I'm going to mix and match. And that is one of the fun things I will say about Ali's kits. If you have one from a previous year, the colours are, they match. So you can see here I've got, I don't know what year this was from. I don't think it was last year. It might have been from the year before, maybe 2023, that October paper on that top left. And then these ovals are from 2025. So those are the physical kit. And you'll see on that top left, I've put like a floral there. That is from, that's a printable from the 2025 kit. What I actually end up doing is getting the envelope that the kit came in and just using that instead. So I have this vellum from the kit, and I'm just going to put that under a couple of the ovals. These are ovals in the kit, and they're just going to hold some journaling. I actually have a lot of journaling this week, but yeah, that's the stuff that I'm going to use, is what I'm going to say. And I couldn't decide whether I wanted to use that October card or this floral, because I just love that October paper. It's just beautiful. But the floral is beautiful as well. But I have the digital for that. I don't have the digital for the October. So yeah, what I might do at some point is maybe just scan it and see if I can kind of hold it that way, kind of hold on to it, but also still use it. So I'm just going to try and fill in some of the cards here. This happened, the story card, and the one on the right hand side that says, "I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers." I think that was from the previous kit, I want to say 2023. It could have been before that. So I'm just going to get some of the stuff out of the little box here that I have of, I'm going to say, all my October stuff. All the October stuff is in this. And that's what I generally do. I think I showed you in my craft room kind of update. I have these drawers on top of my craft desk, and on the left hand side it's literally just Project Life stuff. So what I will do is I will have like the whole month will have a drawer to itself. So this is all October, and I have one for all of my November stuff as well. And you know, sometimes they'll mix and match, and then I have a separate drawer that is just for like general stuff that has like the gold stuff, the little word strip stickers, little label stickers, like general stuff that I use, and I keep my stamp set in there as well. So let's quickly go over the photos while I am kind of cutting stuff up and getting stuff prepared to journal on. On the left-hand side, there's a photo of Cosmo. I was doing yoga in our spare room, and he just looks always so concerned when I'm on the floor doing yoga. So I snapped a photo of him there. On the left-hand side there is a screen grab of me hitting level 71 in Pokemon Go, and kind of what I did for that photo. Normally, if you play Pokemon, you'll know that they're kind of blue. You'll probably seen that in last week's photo, but they're normally like a blue, and it just was going to be very odd on this spread. Whereas on that middle row, I actually have like other purple stuff, is what I will say, the Halloween party and then the costume on the right hand side. So I just recolored it in Canva to be purple. And again, I've shown you how to do that as well. And there will be more, I want to say, recoloring stories coming. So yeah, recoloring videos are coming. So the other photo that I have, and I do end up moving these photos around a little bit afterwards, but there's a photo of Cosmo on his walk, and we had a really foggy morning. I think it was Thursday or Friday. It was super foggy. The mornings have gone really cold. And in contrast, this week we're having a heat wave. I got nothing with the weather just lately. On the bottom left, there's a photo of Stella, and Bob got her a new harness, and it's one that kind of lights up because he goes running with her. And he wanted something for the dark nights now when they go out together. So yeah, she's got a new harness that lights up. I think he's got a collar coming as well. There's also a photo of me with my cup of peppermint tea. I think I was watching something on YouTube, or I can't remember what I was actually doing. It might have been waiting for the Zoom or something. I don't know. But I think it was just more of a, it's tea season. Tea season has begun. So yes, and again, with all the health stuff I've been going through, I'm settling on herbal teas more than like black tea, and I don't do coffee. So on the right hand side, there's a photo of me in the leaves at the park. Again, we are having a heat wave this week, but the leaves are dropping. Like, again, we've had a couple of cold mornings and then fog, very dewy. We had all the rain, and then this week we've got like massive amount of sunshine. I just can't even. So the middle row on that right hand side is all about the Halloween party that we went to on Friday at Social Medium, the makerspace in the Valley. So we went there on Friday. I took the little infographic from their website about the party. I'm going to put some journaling on that oval. And then on the right hand side is a picture of Chrissy, and she actually won the costume party. So yeah, and then I do end up I spent a lot of the night talking to one of the guys that was there, Doug. He got a heat press, and if you're on Patreon, I'm sorry, this is a story that I've already told, but yeah, he got a heat press, and I am absolutely infatuated by getting a heat press. I have ordered one. So yes, that will be something that will be coming to the channel as I share updates to my room. I actually have that done. I need to get that edited and get that uploaded. But like changes I want to do in my room, and yeah, that will be something coming of things I am making with my heat press, because yeah, I was thoroughly inspired after we left the party to just get the stuff that I keep saying I'm going to get. So the other photo that I've got on that right hand side is a photo of the progress that I've made on my diamond painting. I got this early October. I think it was like the first week of October, maybe. I don't know, can't remember. But yeah, it's been, let's say, 3 weeks, and I hadn't made a lot of progress on it. And then I took this photo because I did a bit of work on it at the weekend because I just needed to chill out and relax. And since then, it's been, what, 3 days since then? And yeah, it's probably doubled in the amount of like little dots that are on there. So if you're doing diamond painting, let me know down below what you've done, because I am thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's just a good way to kind of switch my brain off, where I don't have to think about anything, and I'm just literally like, okay, this is the symbol, this is the color, plot that color in top of the symbol. Like, that's it. I don't have to, there's no brain required. I love it. So yeah, and I can't wait for this one to be done, and I'm literally just doing little bits in between other projects. It's just, yeah, I love it. So that is all of my photos. So on the cards, the journaling cards that you see here, on the left-hand side, on the This Happened journal card, I've actually got a story there. My husband, we have 3 cars. We had my Honda, my husband's truck, and then we had his BMW. And since the pandemic, he's basically worked from home, and then now he's retired. So it's just been like, I keep saying that we don't need a 3rd car. I've said this for a long time, and he's finally kind of acquiesced to my desire to kind of reduce the number of cars. So we actually sold the BMW on Tuesday, which was fantastic. Driving, like reversing off the driveway without having all the cars there was very weird, is what I will say. It was very weird, but a good weird. So on the, I think it's like a little October story card, I just put a little bit about reaching level 71 and like now on the grind to 72. On the bottom card, where it's an orange oval, I just put a little bit about trying to catch up this week. I'm just basically playing catch up from being sick the week before, and just basically, you know, hanging in, by the skin of my teeth kind of thing. But now I feel like I'm back on track, which is fabulous. But unfortunately, it meant that I didn't really have, I'd planned to do a costume for the costume party. I just didn't have time to work on it. So it is what it is. I didn't end up doing a costume. And then on the little moments card, the colourful one that has the yellow, orange and the brown on that right hand side, I just put a couple of little stories from the week, and that is the fact that we had a lot of fog, that Bob went to a BAFTA screening on Saturday with his friend DJ. I was just peopled out by that point. And then, then the other story was we bought a Ninja Creamy a few weeks ago, and we've just decided that we're just going to return it. It's just not for us, and that's okay. So yeah, that was the third little story on that one. And then on the other oval on that right hand side is just the story of the Halloween party. And you'll have seen there that the guy that I was talking to, it's like the Alchemist apparel shop. Doug from the Alchemist apparel shop. I just put his business card in there just in case I need to reach out to him, or I want any other advice. But yeah, he gave me a lot of advice regarding heat press and printers, sublimation printers. Just a lot of good, solid information. So that is all of the cards and all of the journaling. I do end up putting some more little context journaling on a couple of the photos because I wanted to use some more of the gold foil. So you'll see me, I cut up the one that said like Hello October Stories or something. I cut that up and I just used that on 2 different cards. And yeah, I had one, I think it said like October Magic, and it was repeated on a 6x4 card, and I'd used it in one of my spreads a few weeks ago, and I'm like, I just want to get some of this used, so I used it on a couple of the cards, and it's just as a little accent on some of the cards. And then there's some chipboard stuff. I put the stars, so there's a bit of texture to this one, which is awesome. So on the title card where I've got October Stories in the gold foil, I was going to put week and then the number in this alpha set, but there's no numbers with it. So I couldn't do that. So we go back to the stamping, and I've been using this same kind of stamp set for, I think, most of the year. And I just put week 43, and then I've got the rolling stamp underneath that of the dates underneath that. So it's week 43, my bad. But yeah, it just adds a little something to the card. And that's where I'm at right now. Just add a little something. And I'm just going to staple the vellum on top of there, that gold foil vellum. And I'm going to do the same with the Hello foil vellum and I think it's again October Magic or something in gold foil. And I do that with a little adhesive. And what I end up doing is thinking, what would look nice if I had some gold stars. So I go into my sticker stash, and I think this is the Planner Basics, and there's little gold stars in the back. I mean, they're absolutely tiny, but it just adds a little pop of that gold elsewhere in the spread. So yeah, and I got the little chipboard. There's 3 little chipboards. It says like, not this, love you. And I just put that on a couple of the cards, a little bit of journaling for context on a couple of the cards, and that was it, calling it done. But I really enjoyed playing with physical product, and this is what I will say, the digital is so much easier for me to use because I can kind of almost like plan where I want things ahead of time. And sometimes I change my mind, but I can plan it all out mostly when I'm going to print it. And I do plan on doing a video about this in a future week. But the digital ones where I literally like print everything, like all of the journal cards and everything is done, that takes me not much time at all. Purely because, again, I can just do it in, 10, 15 minutes here and there. Whereas this, being physical, like, does it all match? Is everything gonna go together? Like, it just took so much longer. And I mentioned this last week, but yeah, the digitals they're just me. They're just more me. But I'm still trying to use the physical as well. So there's that. But yeah, that is my week 43 done. And I'm absolutely loving it. Loving it. I did kind of like, after I finished this, I did kind of like, is this where I want it? Do I want to put something somewhere different? Yeah, just crazy. I drive myself crazy with these things. Like, I always think I'm finished. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I just want to move this around. Maybe I want to move that around. And even now, I'm still like, do I want to move that stripy journal card to the bottom right and flip those? I got nothing. But yeah, this took, all in all, including the print time, this took about 90 minutes. So there is that. Again, for me, and this is just my experience, for me, the digitals are so much easier because I can kind of plan out where I want things ahead of time, and I'm not cutting things down as much as I am with the physical products. I can literally just cut everything once and I'm done on that sheet, and that's it. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, let me know how your project life is going. I can't believe we're on week 43, but here we are. And yeah, and what are you kind of planning on doing for 2026? Any new projects or anything like that? All right, I will chat with you another time. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.